Hello there, this is Josie Mum Anna, and as you can see, I have a large pile of crap here that I'm kind of going to tidy up and go through and declutter. So, stuff I'm going to keep, blue bin, stuff I'm getting rid of, bin that also looks blue but is actually aqua, and we're just going to take stuff as we see it. So, this is the Storybooks Cosmetics Witchcraft and Wizardry palette that everyone thinks they scammed Harry Potter with regards to. It had nothing to do with Harry Potter, people just took it that way. There were some Harry Potter blushes, but I love this, and the shadows inside are, oh my god, look at that pigment. So yeah, we will keep that one. Violet Voss Pro, I used to think this was the coolest thing, but like it was obviously used, as you can see, but yeah, I'm getting a bit dead now, so I think I'll get rid of that one. This one was not sold to me as a morph palette, it was just sold as a private labeled autumnal shimmer palette, but it does have a little 35O sticker in the corner there, which I think is quite funny. And these shades match up exactly. I have discovered a love for cool shadows, and this actually has some really cool browns in it, so I'm going to keep that one. Mixed Street Style palette is the palette I haven't used much. I really love this colour here for transitions. There's only two mattes in this, and they're creamy as the shimmer formula is quite dry, but it actually works phenomenally well. But like, have a look at this colour for a matte. Like, isn't it just beautiful? So it's, yeah, got a highlight shade, a deep purple, like a transition shade, and these beautiful jewel greens. Obviously, I'm going to keep that. The NYX Love in Paris Let Them Eat Cake palette, not the same NYX formula. It's like terrible, and there are those weird matte shadows with coloured glitter in them, like, and the ones in the pan that look brown are black, and I can't open it, as you can see this stupid bottom side, so we're going to declutter it. Next is Australis Intensify. Oh, I see what I did there. Wet Dry Eyeshadow. This is a very basic palette. I haven't even actually tried it yet, so I'm going to keep it, but just got some shimmer shades. It was more just about, oh, they do, maybe I'll cream it, yeah, let me see. So it was more just about like checking out the formula, which actually looks pretty cool. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep that one. This palette here, like, I've even looked up reviews on this. Why do more people not talk about this? This is a Burgundy Bar by Maybelline. And they're like, it's like their nudes, and they did nudes, blush nudes, smoky nudes, bold nudes. This formula reminds me much more of the Essence formula. It's like a really dry formula, but it is phenomenal. And yeah, like, I kind of haven't seen anybody review it or do looks with it. So yeah, there's just a couple of the swatches now. They're really creamy, really buttery. So I love this, and this is the only other palette of these that I got, the blush nudes. And while I don't use this a lot anymore, it was on, I think, possibly my first palette. I'm keeping it just for, posterity, sentimental attachments. The W7 Glow for Glory palette, love this. This is apparently a dupe of the Laura Geller palette, and it is 4 highlighting eyeshadow shades. It's just really creamy and soft, and then like 2 blushes and a really nice mirror. So love that. Keeping that. Essence Touch Up to Go, one for all palette, the Beauty Blogger's Secret one. I got this in Target for $3.93. Once again, I haven't seen anyone review them or use them or anything, but I actually love this palette, and I actually use it all the time. As you can see, the balm I have hit pan on. I love this blush, like either using the colours separately or mixing them. And then on the mauve eyeshadow is one of my favourite colours. The Coffee to Go eyeshadow, sort of like a demi matte, so it's not quite great for crease, and then the highlighter is like a bit too gold, but you can literally take this with you and get a look if you need to and make yourself look put together. Like just use balm to smooth your eyebrows down, put some of the colour on your lips from the blush, even I've done that, then put the gloss over it, and then get your eyes like just a wash of the mauve and a little bit of brown in the creases with some gold brow bone highlighter. It's great. It was $3.93. I love it. I'm keeping it. The Australis Halo Eyes palette I love for a few reasons. One of them being that gorgeous olive khaki shimmer green there. And I know that swatches aren't always accurate, but the way that swatches is how it comes out. So it just has a really matte black, like a base shade, the square one in the middle, and then three really nice shimmery shades to create a perfect halo eye, and I'm going to keep it and I'm going to practice, and one day I too shall create a perfect halo eye. The Essence All About Toffee, I'm going to actually collect these. I love this formula for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's like dry. I've cracked some of the shadows here. Now I see all the time all about nudes, all about roses, all about, but I haven't seen the All About Toffee one. This doesn't really make me think immediately of toffee, but they are beautiful shadows. I love them, and I will keep them. This one, an Essence My Must Have. So this is one of the ones where you just make them up yourself, and because I love the quality I have them, so I have like a matte blue, a matte brown, another mauve, and a highlight shade in it. I do have some other ones around that go with it, but I'm definitely going to keep all of those. My favorite brand, Designer Brands, which is like a British brand. I think it's sold in Australia. It's vegan, cruelty free, and actually really cheap. So this is $9.99. This is one of the Christmas releases last year, and it's the Fake It Till You Make It face palette with a pearlized highlighter, blush, bronzer, and glow, and I love it. I'll be keeping it. Some of the old style W7 palettes, and they still do tin ones, and this is the Cheeky Trio Bronzer Blush and Highlighter in Dream Machine. Fifth Avenue is a blush, and Hot Stuff is the highlighter. I got this initially because W7's Glow Promotion is my favourite highlighter, like drugstore or high-end, and it looked similar. I like it, but I don't use it enough because I've got other face palettes, so we will declutter that. This is the Designer Brands Sophie Karcher collaboration On The Go all-in-one face palette. So, bit of a different layout to this one. And as you can see, like that one's a tin one, whereas this one's cardboard. I think the bronzer might be the same colour, but aside from that, I'm not sure, but that's because the other one's light skin, so it's got a banana powder, pearlized highlight, bronzer, blush, and another highlight, and that's really good. I'm keeping that. I have the Day to Night eyeshadow palette by Sophie Karcher that goes with that. This was reduced to $7.50 by the time I got it. It's a really good everyday palette. It's got a whole lot of shades. Like I've just discovered a love for cool shades, and I love the fact this has got some in it while throwing in a couple of cool, like warmer shades, so you can warm up and look warm browns and stuff. And the like Designer Brands shimmer formula is crazy. So that was $10 originally, and I got in, if you buy 3 things, you get 1 free. Oh, let's keep going with Designer Brands. I think I'm keeping all theirs, but we'll look, will we? So this is the Blush On Complexion Palette. I got it for $7.50 a little while ago in Strawberries and Cream, and this just has 3 different blushes, and I love them. I love mixing them. I love using them on my eyes. I love the sturdy packaging. So I'm keeping that. And I'm also keeping this W7 Designer Brands palette, which is All Eyes on You, and this is set up like a two-face palette with 16 shadows, some matte, some shimmers. Highlight shades are bigger, obviously you can use them as face highlights, all cruelty free, blah, blah, and I shall be keeping that. Okay. Oh, like here's what I want to keep for nostalgia, but I think it's time now. So this is the L'Oreal Palette Renewed. Those of you in America are looking at mine going, why is yours half the size? Not only is it half the size, but it's also $35. Got on the recommendation of Tati, as you can tell. My first palette. I loved it. I had a bit of a signature look that involved that pink there at last. Anyway, yeah, it's time to go. And I told you we had a good time. Although I can make myself feel better. Okay, this is a Model's Own palette. They're very hit and miss. Some of their cream shadows are phenomenal, but this, it's this weird foldy over all things type palette, and it's okay now. Okay, I'm actually going to try this one out a bit more before we get rid of it. But here's one we're getting rid of. The Too Faced I Want Candy. And I just can't make anything work in here. It's like muddy if I can get it to stick to my eyes. Bye. I got a couple of W7 parts that I will be keeping. They changed from like the tin packaging to the cardboard. So this is the W7 Delicious palette, which is the dupe of Anastasia Modern Renaissance. So it's like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14 shades. I think 3 or 4 are shimmer and the rest are mattes. But yeah, like I could not afford Modern Renaissance. It's like nearly $100 by the time you get it here. But well, they have a lot of kick up and you kind of have to blend them for $10 is a perfectly acceptable dupe. So I'll be keeping this, and I will also be keeping this one, which is the Life's a Peach palette. And I was like, this isn't sweet peach dupe. No, it's peachy matte dupe. I love it because I actually now have 12 matte shadows. These don't muddy together. The pigmentation's great. Wear time, I'm not too sure. I'll work a bit more, but yeah, it also helps me get a lot of full looks out of other palettes. So I'll keep those too. Yeah. This is a pretend Morph times Kathleen Lights palette that I sold as an authentic one. Then it came, like I got this when I was very first into makeup and I just wanted like a lot of everything. Everyone had palettes and brands and instances and I wanted them, so I just like went on a buying spree. I've been used it anyway, I didn't know how to use it, so we'll get rid of that. Profusion Studio Blush Palette. When I got this heavily on sale with a shimmer and a glimmer eyeshadow palette by Profusion, and I'd never heard anyone mention it. I have since then. I've always really loved the formula of this. I love the colours, so I'm going to keep that. This, yeah, Revlon Eyes, Cheeks, and they had the nerve to sell this for $33, like, originally. And I hope no one bought it because it's terrible. It's the Berries in Love palette. But what I am going to keep this for is to put in my daughter's dance bag, because this is like eyes, lips, and cheeks. My daughter dances and does gymnastics, and she needs like stage makeup, and the colours are fine for that. It will certainly stay on for like the 3 minutes of her routine. And it's a nice hard case, and I won't have to worry about losing things, the little spots for brushes and stuff. So I'm going to keep that, but I'm going to put in my daughter's dance bag. These ones, this is Too Faced's last year's Christmas release, and no one else likes them, but I do. I don't have a lot of other Too Faced shadows to compare them to, so I enjoy them. I'm keeping that, and I love the makeup bag. Like, oh, so nice. This Designer Brands bronzer, definitely Designer Brands. I love these. I got this the other day. So this is the W7 Cheeky Flusher blush in. Does it have a colour? Wandenrod? Ruth Wandenrod. I don't know. That's just another way of saying what it is. But I believe, I don't know, I'm wondering what it's meant to do. I'm hoping it's like nails because the packaging is like different. It's just quite really sleek and sturdy. The mirror's very different to like some of the other really cheap mirrors they put in. Yeah, it's great. The blush is really silky feeling. You can build it up. Doesn't take too much, but you certainly can build it up. It's not overly pigmented, which is not a good thing in a blush. So I'll be keeping that. Here we go. So in my dedicated W7 brand review, I titled the video "The Good, the Bad, the Foundation." because I had very little luck with their foundation. So this is the W7 Catwalk Cream Lake Old Lady Style Compact Foundation. I was just trying out all of them. Except when I first got into makeup, which I did, like 2 years ago at a really advanced age, like geriatric makeup. I just wanted all the different things. I wanted to try them, and because it's $4.99, it's accessible in Australia. Like I said, like that L'Oreal palette was $35. The Maybelline, Burgundy Bar palette is $30. Like how much you pay. So I was trying that like this, and this is terrible. As is the W7 Photo Shoot 16-hour budge-proof foundation. The reason they can claim it is budge-proof is because it never adheres to the skin in the first place. I'm going to try this one a bit longer. I don't know why, but I actually got this one last week just because I haven't tried any of the water foundations. So this is the W7 Genius Featherlight Water Foundation Shake Well Before Use. I've tried this once and I like it, sort of. So I'm going to give it a try again. I also got the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte in 13 Rose Beige. I like the fact that L'Oreal has pink undertone, suits me, which is good. And I really like this. No one else does, but I do, so I'm going to keep it. Let's have a look at some lip products. Okay, this is the W7 Dupe for NYX Lip Lingerie, or whatever. This is Skinny Lipping in the colour. It was when they brought out the Lip Lingerie. Oh, Honey Bunny. It's really brown, and I actually quite like it as long as your lips are moisturised underneath. It's not too drying. W7 Automatic Winding Eye Lip Penciling Champagne. These are my favourite lip pencils. Definitely keeping that. Kylie. Time to say goodbye. Never liked it. As I said, just wanted all of the things. More Kylie. Bye. Australis Velour Lips. I really wanted to like this because Australis is one of the few brands that I'm sure is Australian. But it's quite creamy. It's not too dry. Like the colour was so off from what the picture of the colour is. It does match the bottle, but it's really bright pink. So might be another thing that I'll put in my daughter's competition bag for if she needs a pink, which they quite often do in dance competition. Okay, these are designer brands. Liquid lipsticks. We like designer brands, so we'll keep them. This is a Rimmel Stay Matte, one of the special editions by Kate Moss. I think this must have been early on in my makeup purchasing craze because I have no idea why I would have bought this colour. It's like peach, unless I thought it was a colour corrector, or unless I was trying to be clever and use it to cancel out blue eyes. I don't know, I might have one more look at it before I get rid of it. Okay, Ultra 3 Lip Oil. Love this, gonna keep this. A Revlon lipstick in 850 HD Iris. Love this, gonna keep this. A Revlon HD Lip Lacquer in Smoky Quartz. I'm so glad gloss is back in again. Love them. Designer brands. Matte 24-hour lip colour in 514 must have more. Love these. Keeping these. These are great. These are Essence. I love the way they smell. They smell like cake. So here's like a more warm tone one. One of these, the matte. And I've got some of the matte high shine. The ones that are in these tubes but aren't matte, the high shine ones. Long lasting lip gloss. What colour is this? I don't know. It's not a colour. But so I've got like a kind of a brick colour and then a more cool tone one, a bit more like the Honey Bunny, and I love them both, and I'm going to keep them. No one else seems to really hate these except for the one odd person that does. So this is the Superstay Matte Ink lip colour by Maybelline. It certainly is, and I got it in 15 Lover, which apparently is pretty popular if people try, but yeah, I love it. Maybe that's because I know no better. Napoleon Perdis set. So Napoleon Perdis is like a luxury makeup brand. MP set is like his ready to go brand, and it's just a basic lip gloss that I put over liquid lip skin colour. A Colour Theory, like pretend holographic lip gloss. It's time to go. This one might go in a costume as well. This is a NYX Mega Shine lip gloss, and it's beautiful. I got this in a set with other ones, and I have them like in my everyday drawer, which I'm not going to at the moment because obviously I won't keep all that. But this one, because of the colour, I was like, oh, I don't need it. But I might put that in my daughter's competition bag as well, because like when she goes, like, perfect. These actually are from her competition bag. I don't know how that came out. So it's a gold lipstick by some hot cosmetics, like a dollar store thing, but it works fine for her. And then a silver eyeliner. No, that's the end of a pen that I thought was silver eyeliner. I don't know where the silver eyeliner is, but anyway. Oh, there's some of those Essence Single Shadows, so they're shimmers, like that's a blue duochrome called Holoholic. I'll have to send that to Simply Nailogical, because, you know, like, she knows me, she's like, oh yeah, I'm sending this, she's like, what? And one in raspberry frosting, they're beautiful, keeping, obviously. NT Set Lip Primer, love it. Has her eye primer too, love it. Strala's Cream Foundation. Thought this was the powder when I got it the other week. Love this powder so much. And the foundation's pretty good so far too. It was in a clearance bin for like $3. I love it. Like the design. The powder does the same thing too. So you can open it. And yeah, and then like the mirror is underneath where the little application thing goes, and then that goes in there. So it's all stuck together. So I appreciate that. And I keep that. A black liquid liner that is much too shiny. I might put that in my daughter's makeup thing. Like, it stays fine, it goes on fine, but like I wanted a matte black, not a high shine black. A Master Smoky Maybelline eyeliner, which I will be keeping. And another W7 Easy Matte palette, which I want to take like the rust and the sparkly pink shades out there of the palette, and then get rid of the rest. This is on no duping makeup. I don't know what palette this means to dupe, but this is on the first I got. Obviously, I just wanted the things, and it looks so pretty from the outside. So I'm going to declutter that. So that's everything that we're decluttering, and that's what we're keeping. Actually, we did pretty well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 palettes. 4 foundations, 3 lip products. Yay me! Look at me go! Oh, another one. Love Essence, like eye and lip stuff. Really dislike this. 2-in-1 makeup and concealer, high coverage, no mask effect, long lasting. Number 10, Ivory Beige Camouflage Foundation. This is terrible. I'm going to get rid of it. Oh, and there's the deluxe size 2 Fates Better Than Sex mascara that I got with the Christmas thing. And whilst it isn't better than sex, it is okay mascara, so I will keep it. So that's my little run through and declutter. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know if you think I'd enjoy your channel, and let me know if there's any videos you'd like me to do next. Thanks for watching. Bye.